Each and every one of you for making the trek down here and coming to represent not only your interests, but the interests of so many others who could not be here today. So please give yourself a round of applause. We've got a lot of great advocates and representatives who are going to speak to you today, but I want to take a quick second and talk about my t-shirt. Everyone who's in this t-shirt, could you stand up? Now I'll tell you why I'm wearing this t-shirt, because I think it's why everyone here is wearing this t-shirt. I myself happen to be HIV negative, but I know right from wrong. And stigma and discrimination against people who are HIV positive is just plain wrong, and we need to do something about it, and that starts here today. So. Some of the looks I was getting while I was walking down the street, I mean, you would have thought I had a third eye or something, right? But this needs to end. There is nothing wrong with having HIV. It is a human condition. And we need to stamp out that stigma, that silence, that fear. And that's what this t-shirt is about, ladies and gentlemen. There are 46,000 people in Illinois living with HIV. There's about 150 of us here. Now, I know that all those people, those 46,000 people living with HIV, I know they care about what you're doing. I know that they probably, many of them, want to be here in their hearts. But for several reasons, not the least of which is the fear and stigma of what would happen to them if they were known to be HIV positive, keeps them silent. So we need to do our part. We need to speak up, whether you're HIV positive or HIV negative, and you need to say something. You need to tell people that discrimination and hate and stigma and fear of people with HIV is wrong. So that's why we're wearing these t-shirts, and I want to let you know that we will be selling these t-shirts. We've got a list that we're going to start with names. If you want to buy one of these t-shirts, we will get your name and we will be able to sell it to you outside of the Capitol building. And so just, unfortunately it's illegal to sell it inside. So there's a guy back there, James Farrell, and he will help you get a t-shirt if you would like to purchase one. So I really encourage you to join this campaign. It's going to be going on over the next couple months. And all proceeds will go to support the Illinois Alliance for Sound AIDS Policy, which is a group of dedicated advocates who are doing this work every day. So I want to thank you again for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause for what you're doing. It's so important. We need you. Our next guest needs no introduction. They're young people, young in heart and spirit and body. The one, the only, Representative Sara Feigenholtz.
Advocates Day is always my favorite day because I get to see my constituents and people who have thankfully sent me down here to do the work of the angels. My greatest pleasure, of course, has been working with the HIV and AIDS community for almost 2 decades, but he's counting. But this year's really unique in that we have no money. But one of the things that we're doing in Illinois this year is called budgeting for outcomes, where we have to prove that when we spend money, we're spending it wisely. And I have always believed and always fought for HIV funding, for prevention, for treatment, and for ADAP, because it keeps people healthy, and all of you can go to work and pay taxes and that's what everybody loves. And it's important that we continue to do this. We're going to do the best we can. I know that you know that Representative Harris and I, with the help of John Keller and everyone down here who's in the trenches every day, working on issues that affect the community, are going to be working ourselves to the bone to make sure we keep as much as we can. So thank you again for coming down with a strong message about how crucial it is to keep people in the workplace. and to keep people healthy. And I love you. God bless you. Keep coming back. Keep those letters coming.
We'll ask Representative Feigenholtz for her fantastic work. Can't you see how